How do I tell my girlfriend that sometimes in the relationship I feel suffocated? Having proper boundaries is essential for maintaining a healthy relationship. You want to maintain proper boundaries first and foremost because you don't want for you to be over giving to your partner, and you don't want your partner to be over giving to you. You want it to be an equal exchange on both parts. So it's important for you and your partner to first and foremost establish boundaries. Effectively communicating with one another is super important. Also, there's different types of communication. So while you're setting boundaries and your partner is explaining their boundaries, you can paint a picture of exactly what type of communication you guys will need from one another. Express your feelings and your preferences without blaming each other. So for example, instead of saying, I just need some personal space, I need you to get out of my space before you lose space in this world. I need some personal space, you need to get out of my face before I catch a case. Don't say it like that. You say, when we argue or when we go through our times, it makes me feel uncomfortable. And then come up with a clear plan on how you guys can counteract those issues together. If you've never established boundaries before, it is actually a little bit harder than it looks, because a lot of it has to do with you and your relationship with you, how you feel about you, and it really doesn't have a lot to do with your partner. It's after you develop these skills and use your boundaries as a tool is when you're able to utilize it within your relationship. But it first must be cultivated within yourself. It is a direct stem from your self-respect and your self-esteem. So if you're having issues with self-esteem and self-respect, you might lack boundaries. Not only should you start setting boundaries within your romantic relationships, but also let that spread out into your platonic relationships and your work acquaintances, things of that nature, so that you're really evaluating all your relationships, because the boundaries that you set really stay with you. You have to have those consistent boundaries in every single relationship that you have in your life. So like I said before, if you have never established boundaries before, it's something that is a hard task to now instill upon yourself. So if you have to reach out to a therapist, do that. It doesn't have to be a one-man job. Like they say, it takes a village to raise a child, and although you are an adult, you have to consider your inner child and what your inner child needs. And your inner child might need you and maybe a team of people working to help you establish healthy boundaries. Setting boundaries goes beyond you too. When you learn how to set boundaries within your life, you'll be able to recognize the importance of respecting other people's boundaries. So when you're at work and your coworker needs time, they're having issues at home, and you can see that affecting them in their life, maybe they need to take time to not work on this project or whatever right now. Maybe they need space. Maybe they need somebody to talk to. Maybe you, in helping yourself, can also recommend tips. But it starts within you. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, that is all you need from me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, take care of you and me. Shaka to me, 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 shaka to me. Once you establish healthy boundaries, never allow anyone to disrespect your boundaries. Staying consistent allows people to see that you're serious. Allow yourself to be firm in that. It stems from, like I was saying before, your self-care and your self-esteem. If your self-esteem is low, you might start to alter your boundaries to people please. And so you have to recognize when you're doing that and be firm in your boundaries. Although setting boundaries initially can be difficult, you have the reward of increased confidence and improved romantic and platonic relationships. It is definitely worth the effort. Remember, follow your heart and go have fun. Spaghetti arms. This is your space. This is my space. Cha-cha. Your space ain't my space, and my space ain't your space. Better get out of my face before I catch a case. Let's build a society where no one is judged or limited because of their gender identity. Go to the Trans Guys Acts website, sign up, and join the movement.